So we are back in the studio for a radio play in
Yay.
December. Oh
my God,
Tis the season.
Right? For lots of drinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get this Christmas party started.
And we are rejoined. I don't think, right? Because Jen, you've done
Jen's
one of
done, I
these before.
think, 2.
Yeah.
I think 2.
And
Yeah, but
Natalie's
it's been
done
a while.
At least
Okay.
all of them at this point.
Oh, nice.
No. Oh, yeah.
You've done a few.
Yeah.
So we're
Don't
not
expect
breaking in
much.
anybody new.
That's right.
So we've got Jen Polk and Natalie Brown joining us, so yay.
Thanks for having us.
And we get to find out what happens with Batman.
Almost.
We sort of get to find out a little, it is a little more informative than the previous 5 chapters would have been.
Oh, okay.
And with less racism this time, I feel.
Yes. It's because bad Batman didn't do a lot of speaking.
True.
Speaking this time.
Yeah. So I'm the narrator.
Yes.
And Jones.
And I am the announcer and Ed.
Ed.
And then Jen is Kent, aka Superman, but that part doesn't really matter for this, as you'll see. And also Robin, which
Wait for
very
it.
much does matter. And then Natalie takes over Perry White, which also is just there to converse with Kent. Really, they don't do too much in
Exposition.
that first bit.
Yep.
And the many faces of Batman.
But when we say good Batman, just don't expect much.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bad.
And this one was what? February 10th, 1948 original.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah.
Is that before podcast?
Just a little bit. Like the
It
week
was
before.
around radio time.
Has this mystery
Radio.
been solved yet?
They might
Is
get
it
chapters.
Chapter
Yeah.
900.
Right.
I just learned that our next Flash Gordon episode is the last one because there are no more scripts to be found after that.
Oh.
It doesn't end the story, it's just episode 4 and we'll
Cliffhanger.
fill it in. We'll fan fiction it or something.
That's funny.
Oh dear. But yeah, this was
There you
back
go.
when everything was like the world was in black and white. They hadn't made it color yet. I'm gonna propagate that myth because kids believe that shit.
My day.
Yep.
Back in my day, we used to sit around as a family and listen to the radio.
All right.
Here we are, just making that quality.
Right. Now we're drinking Enniskillen's Pinot Noir this evening.
It's light.
Yeah, light and kind of dry.
Right, lovely.
Jen and I have drank more than you two.
Catching up.
In this room.
Story
Yeah.
of life.
At this particular juncture.
In life, I don't know. I don't know.
I wanna
Not
point out-
bragging or anything, but
I want to point out I had today off.
did I mention I'm from Northern Ontario?
I'm from Creemore.
Creemore.
What else is there to do?
This is true. This is true. I was just like 7 hours further removed from civilization, so options were 0.
Nah. Brewery was on my street. Anyway.
That's where you live.
We digress. That's right, I waited for the bus.
It's just turned into a drinking competition.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
I was gonna be like, we should all drink together, but we are.
And we'll do Dryuary. Well, the next one will be tea in January.
What?
I
Dryuary.
didn't agree with
Dryuary.
that.
Little resolution
Might have
session.
to.
Let's do that in February and just not do one in February. It's a shorter month.
I like that. That's a good
See
plan.
you in spring.
Alright, here we go. Alright. Faster than a speeding bullet.
Pew pew.
More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman.
Woo!
Yes, it's Superman, strange visitor from the planet Krypton, who came to Earth with amazing physical powers far beyond those of mortal man, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for the great metropolitan newspaper, wages a never-ending battle for truth and justice. Today, Superman, in his guise of Clark Kent, drops a figurative bombshell into the lap of editor Perry White, the mayor of Metropolis, when he says...
Out! I'm sure I know the answer to this Batman mystery now, Chief.
You do?
Yes. I'm convinced that the man we thought was Batman and who's been making un-American speeches these last few days is not Batman at all.
Not Batman.
I mean, he's an impersonator, a fake.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright, gang, get set now for more Superman contest winners. You may be among these, so listen carefully. Becky, Suzanne, Steve, Audrey, and Matt.
Oh,
Woo! And that's all for now. More later in the program. They'll sound very familiar, so keep listening.
And now, the adventures of Superman. Superman's two great friends, Batman and Robin, are involved in a strange and baffling mystery. Twice, the famous Batman has disappeared, and now Robin too has disappeared. And Superman believes the youngster was led into an ambush by Batman's impersonator. In his guise of reporter Clark Kent, Superman has concocted a spectacular plan, and as we join him now, he is seeking the cooperation of Perry White, his former editor on the Daily Planet and now mayor of Metropolis.
Don't worry, no conflict of interest there. We have your best interest in mind.
It's quite a...
you see, Chief, I'm certain the real Batman has either been killed or has been being held prisoner somewhere while this phony goes around pretending to be Batman and falsely drumming up public opinion against aid to Europe.
Oh, nonsense. I don't care how clever he is. He couldn't fool Robin.
Oh.
Why? Those two are closer than two peas in a pod.
I know, Chief, but still, he fooled him. He even fooled me.
You? That doesn't prove anything.
That's what you think. But how about this? Do you think the real Batman would slug Robin, knock him unconscious, then leave him lying on the floor and just walk out?
Well, I admit that's hard to understand.
And would the real Batman make public speeches saying, "Let the hungry children in Europe starve"?
No, of course not.
Well!
No decent person would or could, but something may have happened to him, Kent. He may be sick.
That's what I thought. Until Robin disappeared last night.
Just a minute. Hello? Oh, yes, Inspector. Any word of Robin? Nothing, eh? Uh-oh.
Look, Chief, ask him if he's got...
Yes, he's here. Just a minute. Henderson wants to talk to you, Kent.
Oh, okay. Hello, Inspector. Did you find... Yes. Oh, they weren't yours, huh? Well, that proves it then.
Proves what?
Just a minute, Chief. Well, maybe not positively, but negatively. Right. Yes. I'll see you later, Inspector. Thanks for calling. So long.
What were you talking about, Kent?
Henderson's men checked the real Batman's fingerprints, which they have in their files, with all the prints they could find in the hotel room occupied in Willow Falls last night by the man who calls himself Batman.
Yes? Did they check?
No! That definitely proves this fellow is an imposter, just as I said.
Not necessarily. Batman always wears a glove. So he may not have left any fingerprints in the hotel room. The prints may have been someone else's.
Well, I'll admit, the fingerprint test may not be conclusive, but it's good enough for me. Plus, all the other evidence we have. Now, will you back me up in this plan to find Robin and the real Batman, or won't you?
Now, wait a minute. What plan?
Spectacular. You remember. Spectacular. You remember that recording I found in Batman's study? A recording of a conversation between Batman and a man who called himself Jones?
Yes. What about it?
Well, I'm convinced that Jones is responsible for Batman's disappearance, and I...
Why?
Because Jones had a hold on Batman. I can't tell you what it is, except it was a secret Batman didn't want revealed, and I'm sure Jones used his knowledge to make Batman go away with him.
That could be.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Well, I've heard this Jones's voice somewhere. I can't remember where, but I'm certain he's rather well known, likely under a different name.
So
I went to have duplicates made of the recording and play it over the Daily Planet radio station and on other stations all over the country. Then I went to offer a big prize, say $10,000 to the person who can identify Jones.
Or
$10,000.
I know it's a lot of money, Chief, but we need a big prize to get everyone listening, and it'll be well worth it if we find Batman and Robin.
Well, that is the wildest notion even you ever came up with, Kent.
No, Chief, look, I could be wild.
It just might work.
It will.
Also, it'll be a terrific news story for the planet.
Uh-huh.
So, go ahead. Hop to it.
Now you're talking, Chief. I'll get working on it at once. Woohoo!
Ow!
As Clark Kent hurries to set his plan in motion to identify the mysterious Mr. Jones, the real Batman and Robin united once more. Our prisoners in a square old building, far upstate, in the midst of a lonely farmland, which had once been a prisoner of war barrack in the days of the Revolution.
Yeah.
Heavy rusted leg shackles are fastened around the ankles of the dynamic duo,
Alright.
and
Leg
forged
shackles, not to be confused with.
and forged to stout iron staples in the wall beams, allowing them freedom of movement only for a foot or two in each direction.
Clink, 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 clink.
Oh, gee, Batman! I sure was stupid not to realize that guy who was posing as you was a phony, and how I let him to lead me into that ambush at the River Hotel like a little lamb going to slaughter.
Don't blame yourself, Robin. That guy, Mr. Jones, are very clever.
Well, I should have known you wouldn't slug me, though, or make un-American speeches, or say,
What?
I bet that's what Mr. Kent meant.
Kent?
Uh-huh. He said something fishy was going on, that either you were sick in the head or there was another explanation which he was gonna check. Now, I'm sure he guessed the truth.
Could be. Kent's pretty smart, but I'm afraid he guessed too late.
Well, maybe not. I bet he and Inspector Henderson will stay on the phony Batman's trail until he leads him right here to us.
He'll never lead him here.
Why not? You said the phony's working for Jones, didn't you? So he's pretty sure to show up here sometime.
Yeah, but he's already showed up here, Robin, and he wasn't tailed.
No kidding. When?
A couple hours ago, while you were still under the chloroform they used on you.
Oh.
And if Kent Henderson had been on his trail, we'd be out of these chains by now.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, I guess we would. Gee, gosh, Batman, I don't get this. What's behind it?
It's simple, Robin. You see, Jones is a rotten fanatic who believes in keeping everything home and letting Europe starve. And he's using the phony Batman to drum up public opinion against her, helping anybody, anywhere.
Oh my God, I know that, but why is he keeping us here? What does he intend to do to us?
Well, I think we'll find out as soon as Mr. Jones gets back. He's been away all night.
I see. Look, who's the guy who calls himself Batman? Do you know?
No, except that his real name is Ed.
Ed.
What? I don't know, but he's getting scared. I heard him tell the others of the gang here he's got to see Jones at once. Wait a minute.
What gives?
Jones just came in.
How do you know?
I'd know his voice a mile away by now.
Yeah, I'll bet.
He's in the next room with the phony Batman. Come on, move up close to the wall.
All right. Do you think we should...
Quiet. Don't breathe. Just listen hard. Maybe we can find out what Jones has on the fire for us now. Ding! Ouch.
Straining at the end of their shackles, Batman and Robin press close against the wall. On the other side of which is the mysterious Mr. Jones and the false Batman.
Okay, Robin,
What will they hear?
I'm trying.
We'll be back in a moment to find out, so keep listening.
Don't let go. Don't let go.
And right now, for more contest winners, here they are: Becky, Suzanne, Steve, Audrey, and Matt. I've lost my place. Anyway, that's all we have time for today, gang. If you weren't among these, you may be on tomorrow's list, especially if you sign up for our Patreon account. So don't fail to listen.
And now, back to the adventures of Superman. In the ancient revolutionary prison barracks, Batman and Robin, heavy chain shackles on their ankles, are pressing their ears against a thin crack in the wall, beyond which is the mysterious Mr. Jones and the man who has been impersonating Batman.
Quiet now, Robin. Don't say a word.
I won't breathe.
Listen.
There's not a thing to worry about, Ed.
That's Jones, huh?
Yes. Quiet.
Not a thing, so relax.
That's what you think, Jones. I tell you, Clark Kent is wise to me, I'm sure of it.
He sounds just like you, Batman.
He really does.
I know. Shh.
I doubt it, but even if he is, he won't be able to prove a thing.
How can you be sure? He made...
He won't. I tell you, he won't. Now, for one thing, you're not going to make any more speeches. Or even be seen for a long while.
Oh? Why?
Because your speeches have already attracted nationwide attention, see? Newspapers all over the country are repeating what they think Batman said about letting Europe starve. Yeah, he's helped our cause tremendously, you know.
What a filthy...
So now, you're gonna lie low, except for...
Wait. What about the real Batman and Robin? We're playing with dynamite.
Hard work.
It hurts. The police all over the country are looking for Robin. And if Ken pops off, then I'm a phony. And I think he will.
Just leave everything to me, see, Ed? And don't worry about Batman and Robin, or Batman and Robin as I like to call them. They won't be with us much longer.
Uh-oh. You mean you're gonna get rid of him?
Yes. Tonight.
Batman. Robin. Why wait till tonight? Why not?
No, because there's something they have to do first.
Oh? What's that?
Batman and Robin are gonna play an ace card for our cause, Ed. And at the same time, put us on the easy street for the rest of our lives.
What does he mean, Batman?
I don't know, Robin, but it sounds bad.
And after that, tonight, they'll die.
Ow!
Helpless, their hearts beating hard, Batman and Robin hear themselves condemned to death. What is the ace card, which the mysterious Mr. Jones, although he sounds like a nice guy, says Batman and Robin will play for him before they are eliminated? And what if Clark Kent's plan to locate his friends by trying to identify Jones's voice? Will that bring results in the brief space of the day that remains? Tomorrow's episode is tense and exciting, fellows and girls. Be sure to listen. Tune in, same time, same station, for Chapter 7 of Batman's Great Mystery on The Adventures of Superman.
Not all will be real, but some of
A little
it.
bit.
We may reveal a thing.
Maybe not.
Very nice, very nice.
Better Batman than I could ever be.
It hurts.